Hi everyone, Sheikwood Extreme. I just wanted to make a quick video today to talk about vacuum heads, which you can use to vacuum the bottom of your pool if you don't have a automatic pool cleaner. An automatic pool cleaner goes along the bottom of the pool and picks up all the dirt and debris into your filter and pump. If you don't have one of those, you should be vacuuming the pool at least once a week, maybe twice a week, if you don't have one of those or a pool guy. So here are some different vacuum heads that you can use. We have a brush vacuum, right? This is typically used for spas or vinyl, like above ground swimming pools or anything like that. Anything that's vinyl or plastic that you don't want to scratch, you would use this. And the reason is because it has brushes on the bottom. Now there are a lot of different types out there, pretty much same concept, but this particular vacuum head you would use for a vinyl lining or an above ground pool or a spa if you wanted, right? Just a different shape, and it's a lot more heavier, so it'll stay in the bottom of the pool a little bit easier, so you can vacuum. Now these are used on plaster pools. When we first plaster a swimming pool, for the first 2 to 3 weeks we need to brush vacuum it. We cannot use a vacuum that has wheels because it would leave the marks on the plaster, and then we can't get that out. So this we would typically use also on a plaster pool, and then after the plaster is cured, then we would use a vacuum with wheels. But this one is good also for the vinyl lining and above ground swimming pools, and the same thing with the bristles. See that? So it's kind of like you're brushing it as your another vacuum head. You can see this is one with wheels, and any good or decent vacuum heads, you want to find something that's got a nice little bit of weight to it, because then it makes it easier for the head to stay down. And the reason for that is if the head's floating up constantly, you're just going to stir all the dirt up and you're not going to be able to vacuum the pool properly, right? So you want something with a little bit of weight that can sit on the bottom of the pool. This particular vacuum head is it's a great head because not only because it's heavy, right, but it has the wheels, which are bearings. So these wheels over time, as they go bad, which probably a lot of you know they do, you can actually replace these. Now the cost for these and the head, I don't know. You'll have to see if that price is right for you, right? Most time it's better off just buying a new head. But another one with wheels, just less inexpensive, a little cheaper, I'd say, compared to the one with the bearing wheels. So this is a great head too. I mean, if you have an above ground pool, you can also use this on it, but I would suggest probably not, because you're just gonna slide everywhere. Compared to the brush vacuum, if you're sliding everywhere, at least you're brushing the vinyl, getting the whatever's on the bottom off of it, you know, because sometimes vinyls will build up also with slime or whatever if you're not taking care of it properly, right? So this is a good one. You know, this you know, if you don't want to spend too much, because this alone I think is like almost $30 or so, but this is a great head also. All right, and this will work for your PebbleTec, your plaster pool, or your vinyl if you want, not so much, but mainly your PebbleTec plaster pools, right? Anything with the wheels. So on the PebbleTec, definitely something with bearings, because the plastic wheels sometimes they get stuck and you're dragging it and stuff. But these two would be plaster, PebbleTec, tile pool if you wanted. Tile pool, I'd probably use a brush vac because it would slide a little easier on the tile. All right, so there are those. So if if you're a homeowner and you don't have one of those, you need to get one because you need to be out there vacuuming the pool once a week. Now, all these vacuums that you just saw, they all are universal, which means they all hook up to all the swimming pool poles out there. Pretty much all the swimming pool maintenance tools are all universal. Any net, any brush, any pole, you can put on anybody's pole or a net and it'll all work, right? So it's just the industry following. So again, universal for any poles, right? So these are 4 different heads I just showed you, and then there's one more. If you're that homeowner where you get a lot of leaves and debris in your pool from the winds, or especially your neighbor trees, right? And then you got to go out there and clean it up. Now, one of those will work okay, but with the big stuff, it'll keep getting jammed up, or the big leaves, right? So leaf mat, this little flying saucer looking thing. Actually, this thing's, I never realized how much it looked like a flying saucer. That's crazy. Anyway, so this cleaner is kind of cool. So there's a bag that goes on here, right, which will float once you put it into the water. And then you put the pole on here, and then this part of it, you connect a water hose to it, right, which creates, it has these little nozzles. Let's see if I can see them. Okay, so these little nozzles here, which water will come out, and it creates like a little suction, right, which pushes up the leaves and any debris that's sitting on the pool. It goes into the bag. So especially if you have good water pressure, then that means this suction from the water will be even stronger. So it kind of creates like a little fun wind tunnel, the water does, which pulls the debris up into the bag, and then this bag just floats along as it fills up, as you keep, you know, rolling this around the pool to pick up the big stuff. In fact, if you look, let's see if the camera can pick it up. If you can look in here on the rims, along this rim right here, there are a bunch of little holes. So the water shoots out of there and it, you know, goes up into the bag, and then it brings all the debris with it, right? It's a cool little thing, you know, if you have a property that gets a lot of debris. In fact, this is nice to use to pick up all the big stuff and then take out one of your regular vacuums and then vacuum up the dirt after that, because this will not pick up dirt, okay? There's some bags out there that you can get that's like a silk bag where it'll hold some of the smallest particles that it won't let it go through, but you'll still probably lose, I don't know, a good, you know, 70% of dirt, just dirt, right, that you can't really see. So this is actually just good for twigs, leaves, seeds, you know, things like that, right? So these are some vacuum heads that you can use to clean your pool. All right, now everybody should have a manual head in case you get a big storm, and you know, the automatic cleaners can't pick up everything, especially big stuff. They get stuck. So having a head to go out there and clean up and help the vacuum out, you know, is needed. So everybody should have one of those, or a good net to help the vacuum, because the vacuum's not meant to pick up huge pieces of stuff. Okay, so I think that's it for vacuum heads. If I'm missing anything or anybody have any questions, please feel free to comment or send an email, and we'll be happy to reach out and help if you have any questions regarding your pool or anything I missed or any of that fun stuff. All right, trying to make the videos as short as possible, so, and as informational as possible. So some of them I might have to cut, because I realize to really explain sometimes some of the little details, what someone needs to know. Majority of times, I don't know about you guys, but majority of times, most of the videos I watch, nobody ever talks about the little things that you need to know, and you got to watch 500 videos to see that one little thing. So, you know, if there's a way I need to explain things a little bit different, please let me know, and I'll be happy to. All right. Again, thank you for watching, Sheik from Extreme, and.